Hi, I'm Gav, and this is I Want to Know How to Feel Good. You know, everything was going okay. I was blending with my feelings, and I was starting to feel better than I used to. And I even had moments when I could imagine living with this good feeling for the long haul. Then all of a sudden, I'm stuck, and my feelings don't blend with me anymore, and I'm left feeling bad again. Well, not as bad as I used to, but still bad enough to notice, and bad enough to know that I don't like this. I tell you, this self-help system is bullshit. That's how I used to think every time I was getting to the end of working with a particular method. While I was discovering this self-help system, I didn't yet know that there would be another method to discover, to work with and learn about, until I got to the end of the system. And I knew that I didn't even want to work on myself anymore, because I knew with every single part of me that I didn't need to. But that isn't to say that it always went peachy, as I got stuck quite a lot of the time all the way through this system. But I soon learned how to overcome my struggles and carry on working in my inner world with each of the methods. Sometimes while working through this self-help system, you will become stuck. So each method of this self-help system will have its own troubleshooting guide for you to try whenever you find that the method just doesn't seem to be working for you anymore, or if it doesn't work how it used to. This is the troubleshooting guide for the blending with your feelings method. Becoming stuck, meaning that feelings don't seem to be blending into you anymore, can happen for a small number of reasons. Whenever you become stuck, the first thing to check is that you're saying the instruction command in the exact same way as you did when you first tried the method. As a recap, the first version of the instruction command is: focus on your feelings of pain, and in your mind say to the emotional pain, I ask the part of me that can to please allow this feeling to blend with my body, as I now see that it's time to allow this feeling to fully blend with every part of my body. Then watch as the feeling blends and disappears within you. Look at the painful feeling that's left and say the instruction command in the exact same way, and repeat this process until you feel better than you did. Though the instruction command isn't a set of magic words, if you've changed how you say it, even slightly, this can affect how feelings blend into your body. The second version of the instruction command is designed to blend with specific feelings that create negative thoughts in your mind. This is the second version of the instruction command. Focus on the feelings of pain in your body, and in your mind say to the emotional pain, I ask the part of me that can to please allow this feeling that makes me feel, say your feeling, to blend with my mind and my body, as I now see that it's time to allow the feelings that make me feel that to fully blend with every part of my mind and body. Then observe the feeling dissolve away into you. Then either allow another negative thought come to mind or choose one yourself, and repeat this process until you feel better than you did and you're ready to end your blending session. Being more specific. Another reason you could become stuck is because you need to be more specific and pinpoint the exact feeling to blend with. I was once stuck for over 2 weeks while I was working with these methods, and I almost gave up on working on myself. But one day, out of sheer frustration, I began to blend with the feelings that made me feel frustrated, annoyed, and angry. I started to blend with the feelings that made me feel full of rage, full of fury, and with the feelings that made me want to lose my temper. And then I found that I wasn't stuck anymore. I was actually feeling pretty good after this particular blending session. What I realised afterwards was, since I'm an easygoing kind of guy and I'm not really an angry type of guy, it took me a while to figure out that I held some anger inside and that I didn't blend with it. As you work through this blending method, in the beginning, it's easy to figure out what feelings to blend with, as at this point, you've never blended with your feelings before, so you have many feelings to choose from. As you get to know the method and build up your own experience in using it, you find your stride and get into the flow. things seem to be going well as you follow the path of blending with your feelings. But as you're getting to the end of using the method, meaning that you're running out of feelings to blend with, so you have to pinpoint the exact feelings that are left that you don't naturally blend with, which can get pretty frustrating towards the end. But there is a simple way to get you out of this dry spell. If a fisherman isn't catching any fish in a certain area of the pond, then he will cast his line into a different area of the pond and try his luck there. If he still isn't catching any fish in that area, then he will cast his line into yet another area of the pond. If you are struggling to find specific feelings to blend with, you need to cast your line in a different area of the pond, meaning you will have to guess how you are feeling. More specifically, feelings of which you wouldn't even imagine that you would feel, and try to blend with those feelings until, through trial and error, you find that the feelings blending into your body again. More tricks up your sleeve. Another thing to try when you are stuck is to try saying the first version of the instruction command in this way. I ask the part of me that can to please allow this to blend with my body, as I now see that it's time to allow this to fully blend with every part of my body. Instead of saying the words, this feeling, to blend with my body during the instruction command, try saying this to blend with my body. And as you say the word this, use your eyes to pinpoint the internal feeling, or to put it more accurately, the painful sensation that you want to blend with. And you may find that the painful sensation blends into you. You would then repeat the instruction command in the same way by saying this and not this feeling to break down all parts of the painful sensation which make up the emotional compound. Blending with feelings, energies and sensations in your aura. First things first, when I say the word aura, I'm not saying that I'm a new age and meditating in a crystal cave vegan. Okay, believe it or not, I actually am a vegan. But we're not going to overcomplicate things by extensively talking about auras. When I say the word aura, I mean your boundary, your barrier, and your own personal atmosphere that surrounds you. Have you ever sat next to someone and felt uncomfortable on the side of you that other person is sitting on? Or have you ever met somebody who you instantly like and feel an instant connection to them? If so, then these experiences will be your aura feeling out the other person's aura and detecting either a good or a bad experience, then sending it to your feelings, which you then pick up on in your mind. Since our auras can communicate with our feelings, sometimes our auras can get blockages within them, which we pick up on either by sensing our emotional tension and pain, not within our body, but kind of outside our body. Or we may constantly feel an uncomfortable sensation at the top of our heads, in our backs, or in our arms and legs. If you experience any of those sensations that I've just described, then try this. Focus on the painful or uncomfortable sensation outside of your body wherever it is, and in your mind say to it, I ask the part of me that can to please allow this feeling, energy and sensation to blend with my outer aura and my feelings, as I now see that it's time to allow the feelings, energies and sensations to fully blend with every part of my outer aura and my feelings. Then watch and see if feelings blend into you, which won't be the same as when you say the usual instruction command, and you begin to feel better. If it works for you, repeat the process until you feel better than you did and you're ready to end the blending session. This is very subtle work, and it could be beneficial to have this kind of blending session when you're in bed when it's dark and quiet. But if it's daytime and light and noisy out, use a t-shirt or scarf wrapped around your head to block out the light, and put in some earplugs to block out the noise. Blending with your essence. It's fair to say that I'm a sensitive guy. But when I say that I'm sensitive, it doesn't mean that I cry at sunsets or coo over cute kittens. What I mean when I say that I'm sensitive is that what most people would feel as a click of the fingers, I feel as a clap of the hands. My feelings are strong, they are loud, and they have always been turned up to 11. This means that I'm aware of very subtle parts of myself, and if subtle feelings are causing me slight emotional tension or pain, I am fully aware of them, which can get quite annoying at times. If you think that you're a sensitive person in the way that I've just described, in order to blend with those subtle feelings, you would have to say the instruction command in this way. I ask the part of me that can, to please allow this feeling to blend with my essence, as I now see that it's time to allow that feeling to fully blend with every part of my essence. After saying an instruction command, if you find that feelings are blending into you, then carry on in the same way until you feel better. And by the way, no, I have no idea what my essence is. I only know from time to time that it is beneficial for me to say the instruction command in that way. The last reason why feelings aren't blending into your body. This is simple. It's because you're ready to move on to the next method in this self-help system. Trying all the ways to get you back onto the right road of blending with your feelings, which I've just described, is a great way to begin getting out of your dry spell when it comes to blending with your feelings. But the truth is, at some point you will have blended with most of your feelings, which means that this method just won't work for you anymore. And the signal that you're ready to move on to the next stage is that, try as you might, the blending method just doesn't work the way it did, if it works at all. When you reach this point, then feel free to move on to the next stage, which is learning how to use your guidance feelings, which is a really exciting thing to learn, as we will be learning the language of your feelings. This means there will be only one more video about blending with your feelings, as we need to say goodbye to this method and put it to bed and retire it. With that in mind, I'll end by saying, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.